G'day everyone, Goober here with a intro into one of my favourite league mechanics of the entire game, honestly. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that I do a lot of Nightmare, which is the season mechanic from SS3, which was the previous season. It is available in maps, and they have recently reintroduced the boon Dream Herder to the game. This was taken out of the game for a short amount of time. However, due to players' interest in actually benefiting from doing previous seasons, you can now get Dream Herder. You can also get the Monument of Lost Home, which gets you the Monumental Knight for a turner. And you can also get the Thorns. Where is it? Thorns, which is the Cube of Rapacity Pact Spirit. I personally don't have this one because I think Cube is crap. Mostly. Cube is phenomenal, but not for the cube, if that makes sense. The stuff that can drop from the monsters from cube is fantastic, but the cube at the end is garbage, in my opinion. Maybe if you had this pet up, it would be much better. However, for Dream Herder, he has this ability here, which is absolutely phenomenal. When escaping from the nightmare, whenever you remove nightmare roots, which is the 4 roots that appear around a nightmare, there's a 10% chance that all bubbles you have obtained will drop 1 additional time. So if you have a Rainbow Netherrealm bubble in the selection, there is a 10% chance that it drops from each nightmare route. I think the chance is actually much lower than that. However, when you get one of those, it just boosts your income by a lot. So if you were to spend any currency on a Pact Spirit, this is one that I would highly recommend, as it is one of my favorite gameplays. Now, you can do Nightmare a number of ways. Currently, I'm doing 8-3. Wait. I'm doing 8. I thought I was doing 8-3 this entire time, and I'm doing 8-0. I should be doing 8-3. However, I'm doing 8-0 for some reason. Anyway, minor brain fart right there. No wonder the content is so easy. I'm still making a ton of currency. However, there are 2 ways that you can do Dream. Now, as you can see in mine, I only use 1 card from Dream. Which is this one, which has an 8% chance that all Nightmare Omens will become 10% additional drop quantity. Another one that is really good, apparently, is Calm. When at 6 Dream stacks, minus 20% chance to enter a Nightmare. When at 5 stacks or greater, a minus 10% chance to enter the Nightmare. That's really poorly written. But that's pretty much what it is. Minus 10% at 5, minus 20% at 6. And then you can go ahead and run those 2 if you want, if you're buying the compasses. If you are running Time Mark 7, I would probably not suggest using the compasses, as they are 10 Flame Elementium each. And then I'll just add in these 2 cards for a 33% chance, as well as this card here. If you are doing some mechanics that involve, say, a God of Machines or God of Might, where you need that bit of extra drop quantity, you can run this one, which is when in a sweet dream, each level of lightning, it goes 1, 2, or 3, grants 15% drop quantity. Lightning no longer provides movement speed. Then you can have 10% chance for lightning to drop. Pretty much you have to do your own damage. And then this one, which is when in a sweet dream, 200% increased lightning duration. So if you get a tier 3 lightning, that lasts for about 120 seconds, I believe, which is pretty much the entire map. You won't progress the nightmare if you get these three. Well, if you get this one, you won't progress the nightmare. So it's a bit hit and miss depending on the gameplay that you like. Personally, I don't like the drop quantity from here. I go with the drop quantity from God of War instead, as it is much more reliable. You're not hoping for a lightning bubble to drop. And this one is for something, I don't know. Anywho, so this is the deck that I am running at the moment. It makes about 1500 flame elementium an hour, just casually running 8 zeros, apparently. I thought I was in 8.3. And then all you need to do is juice the map, and then I run with a God of War compass, a Magic Monsters compass, a Cube compass, and a Nightmare compass. This guarantees that these mechanics will be in the map every single time, and I'm currently building a rather nice Nightmare, so hopefully it gives us some juicy content. Now, it is a 90% chance to trigger, and normally entering a map I would trigger the Statue of War and then go through and do the Nightmare. However, there is a bug where if you do this and this triggers the Nightmare, when you complete the Nightmare and come back out, you no longer have the God of War buff. So that's why I skipped it in this case. And you can quickly switch between your Pact Spirit setups here. So I clear the map in my Flame Elementium setup, and then I quickly switch to Nightmare whenever I want to do the Nightmare content. So this is my Nightmare setup with Shepherd at level 3. Lettuce Frost is at level 5. Unfortunately, I don't have her at level 6. That would be pretty sweet. And then Shocket Dark Knight at level 6. These give a minor buff with the chance to get the Dream Bubbles one additional time, which is also very useful. Why don't I have that? Let's revert that and put it here. Anywho, so that is the Pact Spirits setup. Now looking at the night, it didn't proc. Holy cow. It is very unusual for it not to proc at 90%. So I will quickly clear this map, ensuring that I look out for lightning like that. Now the lightning, if you don't have those other things selected, just makes you zoom around the map, and it does an absolute ton of damage. The mist that I just ran through can either spawn a lightning ball, or it can give you a chest which spews out a ton of currency, can give you an extra elite, and a few other things. So I will do one more quick map because, oh, here we go. Here's another little trick. You can greed on this. If it succeeds, then you keep going. If not, you've just saved yourself a bunch of time. If that succeeds, you can then close that, reopen it, and go back to having a whole bunch of rolls that'll guarantee you ×2. Anywho, this one will definitely trigger because it should be at 100%, so it's guaranteed to trigger. So I may as well switch to my Nightmare Pact Spirits. Now I can upgrade the bubble by 1. Now this doesn't look that impressive right now. However, the buff that I have at the moment is upon entering a nightmare, there is a 100% chance to upgrade the quality of every bubble by 2 tiers. So this will go from blue to purple to yellow. All the blues will be yellows, all the whites will be purples, and all the purples will be red. So I'll go from purple to yellow to red, and I'm unsure if this can go to fluorescent. However, for every unfilled initial empty slot, which is these slots here, the chance is reduced by 10%. Now it's filled, so every one of these will go up by 2 tiers. Now there is a choice to be made here. Now with my shepherd, oh, that's not it. With my shepherd, he has the ability, being at level 3, upon entering Nightmare, there is a 50% chance to trigger 1 additional Sweet Dream Omen. This can be good, however, it can also be detrimental, because when you get that 50% trigger, that negates Shepherd from being active within the Nightmare. That means that his 10% chance to get all the dream bubbles in extra time is no longer active. So you have to make the decision, do I really need that extra one or don't I? So I'll quickly switch away from him. I'll activate this, everything will upgrade. Now we have a very juicy tree. It didn't upgrade the red. I wasn't sure if it would. And now, once it's started, I can switch to Nightmare and clear the Nightmare. Now, we should make a fair bit of currency from this. We just got to make sure that the Nightmare does not catch up to us and charge through us, because that will probably one-shot us, as that does a ridiculous amount of damage. So as you saw there, a bubble was popped out. Unfortunately, we did not get very lucky there. It only dropped out a compass. Here is another thing that you look out for, the extra bosses. Again, we didn't get lucky. He has a chance to drop a Queen's Grace Slaughter, which is currently going for about 60 Flame Elementium. Just a bit of extra bonus currency to get you through the gameplay. So he does 2 abilities. One sucks you in and then does a big hit, and the other one is a charge. Just have to look out for the Frost Abyss. That ability there does a ton of damage. If you die, you lose bubbles, depending on how many bubbles you have. If you only have 4, you can die twice before you start losing. Wow, we are not getting any luck at all. That was a red bubble and it dropped 1 Flame Elementium. Whew, that is abysmal. Well, that one was a little bit better. Dropped us 8 Flame Elementium. And that was just bonuses from the pet. That was bonuses from the Pact Spirit in addition to the main loot that everyone else gets. So this is the loot that everyone else would get. I believe the Pact Spirit also increases the amount of stuff that you get. If I was in a higher time mark, which I thought I was, that would have been a lot better. And if you're in deep space, in Nightmare, you get a 100% additional drop quantity. So not the best result there, because I am not in the time mark that I was expecting to be in. The higher time marks that you go, the more likelihood you have of getting the rainbow bubbles to show up and be selectable, and the juicier stuff that you can expect to get from it. If you are doing time mark 8 and you get Netherrealm, it is a good time to start focusing on Netherrealm. If you're in time mark 7, I would suggest focusing on commodity or fluorescent, as they can drop you a lot of loot that way. However, in Time Mark 8, you can start getting rank 5 plus beacons, which go for 30 to 40 flame elementium each. And if you get a rainbow netherrealm, then you have a chance of getting 5 to 10 rank 5 plus beacons, which can be up to 350 flame elementium per bubble. So that is a quick intro into Nightmare. I will do a couple more. Now that that is complete, I don't have to stay in 8.0. I can go back to 8.3, which I thought I was in before, and keep cracking on. I will stop when I get to the Nightmare building stage. Actually, that should be right here. So Nightmare has become real. Reset. We've got to clear it. Alright. I'll see you once I've cleared. Alrighty, so join Vision to see what we've got. Commodity upgrading into Whim is okay. Cube sucks. Netherrealm upgrading into just a 45% chance to upgrade is fantastic. I'm in 8.3, so I will always go with the Netherrealm option. Because of the rank 5 plus beacons, which sell for 35 to 40 flame elementium each. Alrighty, I just had a success with the greed on cube. Now you can go back and complete the rewards here. Now when we go claim, everything is times 2. So that's just a good way of skipping through bad cubes when you know that you're going to get times 2. Alrighty, so this one is interesting. So we have Black Sail, which is garbage, Fluorescent, which is not that great, and randomly selects 2 Netherrealm bubbles to replicate. You just have to make sure you have some Netherrealms in the left there to replicate. Unfortunately, they're white, so they're not going to be that good. However, there is a chance to upgrade them later, potentially upgrade them later, I should say. Again, we just want to add as many Netherrealm bubbles as possible. We've got 2 more. Remembering every single one that drops has a 45% chance to upgrade once. So we just need to get as many as possible of a decent quality as possible. If we've got a red one that upgraded into a fluorescent, that would be insane. And they recently patched to make it so it is more likely to drop a 5 plus beacon from a rainbow Netherrealm. Unfortunately, the Nightmare has triggered at 30%, so we'll switch to Nightmare. Hopefully we get the extra. We did. Now we can add 1 to 3 Netherrealm, which will be purple. We could be greedy, and because my Nightmare is level 3 or something, I can do 1 reselect. However, I am quite happy that if I get 3 purple Netherrealms, I'll be really quite happy, but okay, we got 3. That is super lucky. I believe the further along you go, the more likely you are to encounter the triple. However, that might just be my own personal superstition. So we'll see how many we get from this. If we get any extra bubbles, that'll be really great. However, our shepherd is not active, so the chance is reduced. But without the shepherd, we wouldn't have got the extra 3 bubbles. So, you know, it's very, very important to make that decision yourself. Without the 3 extra bubbles, we would have had, well, it wouldn't have been nearly as juicy. So we've only got 2 rank 5 beacons there. We didn't get lucky and get a 5 plus. There we go. We got 1 rank 5 plus. So that's 35 flame elementium extra just for having the pet. And of course it teleports. beauty about Nightmare is the extra stuff in the map that it triggers pretty much pays for the compasses, and then all this stuff in here is just bonus. And it only uses one trait card to get these results, which is really quite phenomenal. So we got 2 more rank 5 plus beacons there, and a whole bunch of rank 5s. So probably about 150 flame elementium profit from that one, which is still really, really, really quite nice, honestly. I'll see you at, we'll do one more and then I'll call it for the video. We may not get lucky on the next one. There are many different options that you can get, so we'll have to wait and see what we get on the next one. There are some that may sound a little bit strange that I would choose over others. For example, you can get obviously any chance to upgrade commodity might be okay. I avoid cube and gear as much as possible. Gear can be decent early on in the season because supernova explosions sell quite well, and you can get quite a number of those to drop if you get a rainbow gear. It's not the gear itself, it's the Netherrealm cards, or the memory cards that it can drop that make it worthwhile. One that I really, really like is the chance to, well, when you upgrade the quality of a bubble, it also increases an additional time. This is great because then it offers you a lot of cards that are, say, change 2 to 3 bubbles to Netherrealm and upgrade the tier by 1. So you're upgrading 2 to 3 plus 1 every time, which can get you into red bubbles really, really quite quickly. So we should have, I've got to clear this map, 1 second. Alrighty, let's see what we got this time. This can be good, this one definitely. Like, that's a no-brainer. It's just more Netherrealm bubbles. For every 3 Netherrealm bubbles, you get a free red one, which is great. If you can fill this up with 12 Netherrealm, that means you get an extra 4 red Netherrealm. That's pretty rare, but it's entirely doable. Upon entering, fills up with, you can get this one to be orange. Purple's okay-ish. However, if it's orange, that's a really good one. But out of these 3 choices, I would definitely choose Netherrealm. If this was a 45% chance to upgrade gear, and then this one was for every 3 gear, you get a red gear, and then you had this one, I would choose this one because a Whim Bubble is a wild card. It counts for everything, and it can have everything in the loot. So you can still get rank 5 plus beacons from Whim. However, in this case, the Netherrealm is superior, in my opinion, for that. Alrighty, here would be a good example. We could just add extra commodity bubbles, but there's no guarantee that we can switch them to Netherrealm. So what I would do in that case is just switch to my Nightmare pets and then use the reselect omens. We didn't get really that good there, but if we add 3 Netherrealm bubbles, that's a guaranteed. So removed 1 and added 3, so that's 3 blue and 1 red from that roll, basically, which is a really, really good result. Alrighty, here is an interesting choice. Again, we can change the type of 3 to 5 Netherrealm or random select 2 Netherrealm to replicate. The problem with the change type of 3 to 5 to bubbles to Netherrealm, it may select these 3 and change the 3 Netherrealm into 3 Netherrealm and not give me anything, whereas this is guaranteeing to give me 2/3 of another red bubble, so I'll always go with that one. Alrighty, I might be a little bit greedy here. We've got add 1 Netherrealm bubble, that can be white. Blue or better is almost always blue. If it's purple or better or whatever, then it's normally red, you know. However, it changes type of 3 to Netherrealm. I really want this one to be Netherrealm, to be honest. So yeah, so there we go. It changed 1 out of the 3 to Netherrealm. So we got 3, 6. So pretty unlucky there, but that is the choice you make. And it triggered. So now we have the choice of, do I go for the 50% extra, which has the potential to add more and lose the Shepherd, or do I just stick with the 2? I think I'll go with the extra percent chance. Now we've got random selects 1 to 3 Netherrealm to replicate. If this replicates 3, then that's fantastic. This one will do nothing because we have no whim bubbles, and removing 1 to add a whim is pretty much pointless. So even though that may add a red whim bubble, it's still not as good as a flat Netherrealm. So if this replicates 3, then that's great. There we go. We just got ourselves an extra red bubble. Let's clear this and see what we get. Alrighty, so here are the extra bubbles that we got just from having the other 2 pets. The Shepherd was inactive, so didn't get anything from him. Unlucky, honestly, there to not get any extra rank 5 plus beacons. However, we'll see what we get out of this. So there we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rank 5 plus beacons, which go for 35 to 40 each. So that's potentially up to 200 flame elementium, plus the profound. So 2 profounds, they're about 10 each, and all the extra rank 5 beacons as well. So all in all, Nightmare is just crazy profit, considering that was about 6 maps, so 60 flame elementium worth of beacons, of compasses, sorry. Just got to remember to switch back to the spirits that you farm with to keep on going. If you don't know, you can hotkey switching. Got another one. That's number 9 desire records for the day. You can hotkey switching your Pact Spirit setups and just quickly switch between them that way. I have mine set to 1 through to 5 as they are not set to anything else in this game. My build is fully automated, so all I have to do is blink around. I hold down A, which is the auto loot button, and it just vacuums in all of the loot, which is really fantastic. I have to troll everyone in chat in a second, showing off my additional desire record. That's about the 3rd one in an hour, just so everyone's aware. It's like 600 flame elementium. I'm sure it'll annoy plenty of people in chat. Anywho. Alrighty, let's see what we get in this one. Black Sail, Cube, and Fluorescent. All 3 of those are pretty horrible. However, I'll take Fluorescent, as you can get a mass load of Lost Secrets and Tomorrow's Direction, etc. in that one. Alrighty, here is a predicament. Remove 1, add 1 to 3 that are blue. It could be gear, so that's garbage. Black Sail used to be good, however now all the good legendary relics and stuff are from Black Sail only, so that's also kind of garbage. Replicating to Netherrealm, I mean Netherrealm's always a good option, even if it's, you know, got nothing to do with the upgrade or the dream omen that you're going for. Alrighty, here's a bit of a dilemma. We can change 3 to 5 to Fluorescent, however 4 of those are Netherrealm, even though they're only blue. Add 1 to 3 blue or better, or randomly select 1 to replicate. more bubbles is better. So let's just go with 1 to 3. We get 1. Shame. Now here is a dilemma. I'm making a video that is about Delusional Nightmare. Oh, it's about Nightmare. Now we have Dream Lotus grows on this stage, so that means that you save 10 FE for the compass. When in a sweet dream, one additional nightmare monster that can drop a Queen's Grace, so 60 FE, minus 100% chance. So if it was at 90% chance when you do this, then it definitely won't trigger when it hasn't reached the upper limit. So when it hasn't reached 100%. Unfortunately, it's not the really good one. There's one of these that gives you 40% additional drop quantity. I would normally choose this. However, the other card that has just presented itself, you cannot pass on this card. This is a classic example of when to use your reroll. This is the best of the 3. However, it's only going to upgrade one of these to a purple, potentially, so it's not that great. So we'll use our reroll, and yeah, we didn't really get it much there anyway. So we got 3 more blues, which is, it's okay. And it's triggered. So I'm going to stay in my Nightmare. I didn't get it to trigger, so our Shepherd is still active. Not the best loot from that one, but still not too bad. Lost Secrets, we got 9, so that's about 14 Flame Elementium. 12, rather. And then a couple of other mediocre. So that one pretty much just paid for 2 compasses. Not that great, but you don't always get phenomenal results. See what we get. I was going to end it. However, I'll end it at the Hesitate. So we'll see what we get between now and then. Maybe we'll get another Desire record, which will be insane. The FE that I've already made so far in the last hour or so has been absolutely insanity. I'm probably up about 2,000 Flame Elementium, honestly. Shame I wasn't doing an FE per hour video, eh? But anyway. I'll quickly finish this map and then we'll see what we get with the Nether. I won't bother doing that. Grab whatever there, who cares? I just love how Nightmare is such a good addition to whatever farming strategy that you're doing. It's not the main focus. The main focus for this strategy is getting Desire records for the 200 FE from that, and the God of War boost to getting extra FE drops and stuff. So Black Sail, Gear, and Removed. So Gear sucks, honestly. Black Sail sucks. It used to be good, now it sucks. So this one can be very interesting, which is when you enter the Nightmare, all the bubbles that you've removed come back. Now you can get some pretty cool combos where, say we have 8 bubbles, you can get ones that remove down to a single bubble and replicate it. So that'll replicate 2 red bubbles, and then you can get a duplication, and then you can get the remove down to red again, and then you're just getting more reds, and then you just get everything back at the end. There is some interesting ones, or you can get one that adds a fluorescent bubble that's removed on the next Dream Omen selection, which just means that you get that back at the end as well. So we'll go with this one and see how it goes. Alrighty, we have a dilemma. Our Dream is at about 30% chance to trigger. If it triggers, that is extremely bad for this card because it won't add all the extra monsters to the map. So I can either juice this up and remove the the nightmare. However, if it doesn't trigger, that is a lot of extra monsters adding to the map. So I'm willing to take the gamble for that. However, it would be nice to replace that with extra monsters or extra rares. However, in the sake of the gamba, we'll go with this one and see what we get. We currently have 257 flame elementium. It's not a whole lot, but we've got a whole lot of extra drops that have happened. Good start. 18 from the first. Netherrealm that's purple. Ah, triggered. Arrgh. Can't be too mad. We did have 2 rank 5 plus beacons drop out of that one. And it was a pretty ordinary nightmare. So let's get back to the showering of FE, hopefully. Be nice if we get a desire record as well, just, you know, to cap off all 10 for the day. That'd be nice. 2,000 FE worth of a single drop. So what do we have? We had about 257, I think, before we did this. I might build this up to 5. Maybe. I probably should have cleared the wings and then come back to see how much we have left. 6. Let's go kill the boss while we've still got God of War going. Then we can come back and clear a wing or so. We won't get all 3 of these done, unfortunately. No. So we've just lost about 75% drop quant. So we might get a few more FE, but we won't get a lot more. Oh, my throat's getting a bit sore. I wonder how much FE we have made out of this map. We're going to get lucky here. Yep. What is that? Jawbone. If it freezes up, you just exit out, come back in. Maybe we'll get lucky and get the tenor here. Maybe. 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 Oh, there we go. What do we get? Flame sand. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Flame sand. Love it. Ugh. Garbage. Anyway, what did we get? We got only about 2. Was it 275 or something? 175? I don't know. We got a couple of hundred. Not too horrible, I guess. A pretty good outing for this evening. We got 3 desire records, a whole bunch of rank 5 plus beacons, and just a shit ton of extra currency. Pretty good day that I've had today. I played about 6 hours and I've probably gained about 8 or 9,000 flame elementium, which is pretty nice. Got a nice little stash coming along here. And hopefully I can match someone else. Look at this. Look at this brag that he sent me. He sent me this saying, I'm going to miss all this currency. He said he was using my strategies to get it, which made me feel a little bit better, but that's a lot of hours put in. It's a fair bit of grinding. He is the man, the myth, the legend. Kuro. Moto-kun. Anyway, that's all I've got for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you very shortly for one on a Turner. Cheers.